Oh no. That's not good. Bro, he broke it. Hey, we're back again, and today's a little bit different than normal because we're starting this vlog out in a very strange way. We're actually headed to a local drag strip where they just run 1/8 a mile. But a lot of these guys have never been drag racing before, so we're actually gonna head out there right now. We are with a 370Z 2016. We got the Sylvia and this Dodge Challenger over here, or Charger, or whichever one that is. And we have behind my fat truck, the Acura Integra, and he's the one that actually invited us to go. Told us that they were actually holding like a test in tune, and that it's not super far away, something we could just do for fun on a Friday. Hang tight and let's get to the drag strip. Okay, I'm ready to drive. Okay, probably not since I'm on the wrong side of the car.
We need to go get him a fake steering wheel, scare some people on the road.
I keep trying to get into the wrong side. This whole right-hand drive thing, in all the years of tuning, I've probably tuned one here and there right-hand drive car, and I'm still just never used to it, even all the Skylines and stuff that I've done in the past, but it's super funny. We are at the front gate. We're gonna pay and go in and see how this drag experience goes. It's a kind of a small track. It is super out in the middle of nowhere. If you saw by the drive, it's a nice peaceful drive, but there's nothing out here, so this is pretty interesting. I hope it's fun. I'm excited just to do some like old school drag racing, you know. No, he's gonna spectate. Told you. Oh, you guys look pretty official. You're official drag racers for the first time ever.
This is for the day official drag race.
I know.
13 seconds. I don't think
Dude, I was talking to the Mustang guy over there. Did you see that car?
That one, yeah.
Let's go, move the car.
That's like that's a serious car, that crazy Mustang.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's serious. You guys are ridiculous. Okay, go fast. I'm gonna be proud of you.
I just want to look.
At 1541 at
101. You wish you were drag racing right now?
Yeah.
No, me too. It's kind of fun. You're gonna get smoked by this guy.
Hopefully not.
You feeling ready? Round 2? Gonna try your first burnout? It's okay. Whoa! Jeez. How'd you do, man?
I mean, I almost took like a whole second off.
Hey! High five, improvement.
15-1, now it's 14-3.
14-3 from a 15-1?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man.
Hopefully I get on the 13s this time.
13s!
Hopefully.
All right, do it, man, do it.
He gave me a little tip from the bike.
Good advice? All right, we'll get this.
We're going, let's race each other. Huh? Let's race each other after you do one more go round. Yeah? What? I feel like he's gonna get me.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Close.
It'll be super
Especially
close.
if I can take off the line like real good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Ooh.
You would get me on the lawn. Probably a third yard, just.
Ah.
That's not if we already have made it to the end.
Oh no. That's not good. Bro, he broke it. Now he can't race the 240.
Feet suck.
Now he, now.
Have the Mercedes.
Oh man. That's all bad. He took off on the line, and then something happened, and now they're pushing him back. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
I thought I heard it running for a second, but it was the four-wheeler.
Oh no.
I was like, is it still running?
That doesn't look good.
I guess no race versus the Sylvia today.
Oh no.
Snapped it.
Axel?
Yep. Oh.
Watch out, make sure you don't hit that.
Don't hit the car behind you, your brother's car. Wheel hop and then Axel's gone.
Yeah. I was like, nah, I wasn't going nowhere. I was like, yeah, something's broken.
Oh no.
This car is quiet.
It is kind of quiet compared to the other car.
It is. Second gear, it was slipping.
Oh man.
That's why I wasn't getting proper traction.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
By the way, your car is so tame and quiet going past the end up here. It was like dead silent.
I know.
I was like, oh my gosh. Hey, we're back to the shop, and I just wanted to catch you guys up. Remember in the last video I said I was gonna like explain some tips and tricks to get your turbo kit on easier for the 350Z. Well, I still have a few things I'm gonna share with you, but honestly, like, this particular turbo kit needed so much fabrication, like in certain like really hard areas to get past. Like one of the boost pipes for the main up to the turbo pipe, it was like laying on the power steering lines and hitting the block and kind of touching the motor mount. So I had to add piping and reroute it and, you know, make it fit nice. Now it clears super good, and I'm not so worried about the customer driving it because he does road race the car. So it makes me feel a little bit better that I got it all sorted out, but I don't really know how to tutorial everybody or like explain to everybody basically like how to do it if you're not like a fabricator. So I'll explain a few things really quickly, but I can't really give you an entire how-to because it is literally, some of this is not possible like on a 2006 to do without like cutting it a little bit. We looked at it every way possible and it just wasn't gonna fit without like laying on a power steering line, which we felt was not good. So anyway, I'll share a few of those tips right now and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, first thing, you're probably gonna wanna go ahead and pull your front bumper like almost immediately because the intercooler obviously goes up in that space there, and you need to clear out like a few things that are in the way, like these awesome horns here. Yeah, anyway, those things gotta move because there's no way an intercooler is gonna mount or fit up there, you know, very well at all. Okay, second thing. Do you see this? Gosh, this is gonna be really hard to show you guys. Okay, do you see down there? That is the power steering cooler, which I have already relocated. You can see this is the reservoir here. Sorry for the lighting. I hope you guys can kind of see. This is really hard to show. Here's the reservoir. Obviously, when you disconnect the lines, all the fluid that's in that reservoir is going to come out of the lines, so make sure you put a drain pan or something underneath when you start pulling the lines on the front of the car. all you have to basically do is these lines right here, you can see these two, they usually route forward and they go under the headlight and they come out in the front of the car through this little hole right here, and then the factory cooler is mounted, you know, like right in this area, probably attached to these two bolts, and it sits right here and gets some air. But basically the best thing to do is pull those lines completely out and drain it, and then tuck the lines back down there. And basically all you have to do is trim one of the two lines back, you know, like an inch or two, and then mount the factory cooler right there on the side, and then just reattach it to the body somehow. You can do it with zip ties, you can use the factory bracket in the 10mm and try to build like a bracket that way or something like that. You just want to secure it, make sure it's not going to flop around or move, and that it's like nicely seated in the fender well, and that like obviously it doesn't come in contact with the tire or anything like that. So that is that for power steering cooler. Okay, tip number 3. You're obviously going to be upgrading your fuel injectors and stuff when you do a turbo kit. So go ahead and do your fuel injectors, just get them done and out of the way. It's a pretty easy process. Make sure to use and retain these factory clips so you don't get any fuel leaks after the fact. You can see those little, so man, this is like, I hope you guys bear with me on this video, but like, basically, do you see those little clips at the top of the injector? Those keep it from sliding around or coming out or leaking. You want to make sure to retain those, but you know, do these injectors first, get that out of the way, and whatever you do, make sure, this is critical, make sure to do your spark plugs at the same time. If you notice the coils are right here and over here, they basically are sitting, I mean, they're exposed enough that you can do them with the upper manifold on, but it is so much easier to do it with it off. I would recommend getting some spark plugs, doing your injectors, and gapping your spark plugs correctly and putting them in right at the same time. That way you don't have to worry about it. If you guys are wondering about gap, if you're going to like 400 horsepower, probably gap them down to like maybe 28 thousandths. If you're going upwards of like 600, maybe like 23, 24, go a little bit tighter. If you're staying under 400, you could probably just gap them at like 30 and they'll be okay. Those are just some general recommendations or places to start. Every car is a little different. It depends on how rich you run the motor, like what it will, you know, tolerate for air fuel and still burn the fuel mixture correctly. So anyway, that's the next tip, is just to install your injectors and your spark plugs at the same time. Okay, that was like a super long day of like fabrication, and I'm not even close to done. I don't even know. Like, that kit fits pretty bad, so if anybody's considering buying the Godspeed kit, I'd maybe, I don't know, think twice, I guess. Like, I hate to give a bad recommendation, maybe I just got like a bad kit, but I mean, the kit's $2,800, and so far I've probably spent 3 days refabbing pipes to fit correctly, and I'm pretty good at orienting stuff the way that it's supposed to be. There's brackets on some of the pipes that bolt specifically to the engine a certain way, you can't really move them, so I used those pieces to fabricate off of to make sure everything is held into the same place that they intended it, and still like the next piece wouldn't fit, it just wouldn't really matter anyway. So right now I'm just fighting the downpipe. That's probably the last thing that I think that I'll have to fight, and it should be done after that. But that's just like, that's way too much fabrication, and the places where the pipes have to go through, if you were doing it like at home with like a regular MIG welder and a chop saw or something, just your welds, like if they're like big enough welds around, what might be too big to even fit in some of those areas. Luckily with the TIG welder it lays like dead flat, so I don't know. It's hard for me to give a conclusive review after only doing one turbo kit, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't buy it. I think the way that we're going to end up doing like the Panda turbo kit is just going to be like a good thing, as long as it makes power in the right range and everything. So we'll have to see how that kit goes, but I am freaking tired. I've been sweating out there like that last hour or two just trying to fit these little bends, little angles, just to try to get everything to clear and not like put pipes into freaking hitting things and, you know, sitting on lines where it gets like super hot. So I'm just about done. It has been a drag out fight, but I'm glad it's over. And yeah, anyway, this video is probably getting decently long by now, so I'm probably gonna end it here, and I'll just start up like filming some more stuff tomorrow. I don't know what I've got coming on next, but if I can get a few things for Yari's car, we can go ahead and tune it. His computer's here, and a few other things of his are here, so we can probably work on that for all the Honda guys. Maybe we'll put that up here pretty soon. This turbo kit has really like messed up our YouTube schedule, because I would have had more like videos out if, I mean, when I'm actually fabricating, it is like nearly impossible to like actually film and show you guys what I'm doing, because I just have to concentrate and like make sure everything fits perfectly. So I did not get nearly as much filming done as I like the last like couple days, but seems like we're on the downhill. So now maybe I can just show, you know, what it took to maybe get a tune on UpRev and like a few other things. Converting over to the GT MAF that we bought from them as well. I'm excited to try that. It'll give us a little bit more range and allow us to have more boost. And I don't know, just should be good. I'm excited to try it. I'm always excited to try new tuning platforms. Last time we did Haltech, so I've already done that. It worked fantastic. This time we'll do UpRev. I'm sure it's gonna work fantastic too. So we'll just have to see. So anyway, thanks for watching guys. Stay tuned and I'll see you guys next time.